Hello, my brother. How do you like my bell?
ਉਹਦੀ ਬੈਲ ਵਜਾ
You like my bell?
ਵਜਾਉਣਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਮੈਂ ਬੈਲ ਖਲੋਇਆ
Yeah, my bell,
ਲਾ
nice. You got bell?
ਤੂੰ ਮੈਚ ਚੱਕ ਮੈਚ ਚੱਕ
Abdul. You got bell? You got bell, Abdul?
ਚੁੱਕ
No. You got bell. Don't think you can understand bell. I think there was a language barrier there or something. I speak fluent Irish. He speaks fluent English. Definite language barrier. Hello, you, my friend. You like my bell?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my friend. Do you like my bell? Do you like my bell? Do
What
you
is this?
do you like my bell? Bell. You like my bell?
Yeah.
Oh, great. He likes my bell. Looks like the bell's becoming a good prop. I knew it would. I knew I'd have all sorts of uses for this bell end. There's loads of things I can do with my bell end now. Look at the things I can do with my bell end. Polish it. Make it ring. Lift it up, put it down. Side, right. Forward, backwards. I just knew it was going to be a prop you couldn't challenge. Let's go on door 4, use the prop more. Are you English if you're not white? Well, I suppose so.
You are.
Fucking leg it, lad. You're sitting there with a St. George smoking rollies, lads. Yeah. Yes, Pilar. You like my bell? You like my bell? Hello, my brother. You like my bell? You like my bell? Hello, brother. You like my bell? Fucking hell, what was that, a nightclub in Afghanistan or something? See them all hidden a tent, fucking boogieing and that. Something wrong there, that weren't right. What was he, advertising that young boy or something, was he? Excuse me, people. Pardon me for being rude. It was not me, it was my food. Pardon me for being rude. It was not me, it was my food. Pardon me for being rude, it was not me, it was my food. Let's go again. This one doesn't want to answer saying it. It was trying, but it wasn't happening. Is there anybody out there? Hello, my brother! How do you like my bell? How do you like my bell, my brother? Husef Kashif, do you like my bell? Do you like my bell? Sharif Kavif, do you like my bell? Do I sound Italian? Am I pulling it off? Or do we just sound like some fucking dickhead that's drunk? Oh, senor, you like my bell? Senor, you like my bell? Senor, you like my bell? You like my bell, senor? Oh God! I can feel it. You motherfucker, I've got a piece of jigsaw on my seat. Oh no, imagine I wouldn't have put it in there and give it to someone for Christmas and there was one piece missing. Oh no, we can't let that happen, can we? Oh no. We cannot let that happen, Daz. Hey, Dazza, we can't let it happen. I'll just slip it in. Know what I'm saying, sweet cheeks? You know what I mean. Slipped in. Stalker, you took your time putting that underwear on the line. Did you put all the boxing shorts? Did you put all the socks on there? Oh yes, Master Darren G, I did. Great. Well, now that you've done the toilet, the front path, the wheel trims, the gutters, and the fucking washing line work, you can have a break. Go and have a bifter. You've got 15 minutes, hurry up. Have 2 bifters. Yes, Natalie McDermott. Call it your lunch break. Below way. Let's go again. Let's knock on the door. What, he must have been on a roof. The Joker. Fucking creatures, aren't they? Probably security guard walking around a car park. What is full of oddballs, says Kim's Rachel. Polly Pocket. Hello, my brother. You like my bell?
Okay.
You like my bell?
Okay. You test. Oh, yes.
You know, you up and down. Why was that so fucking happy? I've never seen someone so happy to see my fucking bell end. He was over the fucking moon, asking me to fucking... And the rest of it, my guy buzzing. Well received. How are you, my brother? You like my bell?
Man, match you play, man. Come me shoot off your head, man.
Yo, brother, you like my bell? You like my bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you like my bell, yeah?
Man, you can't do much.
Yeah. Don't upset that lad, he'll fucking bite your nose off and eat it. Polly Pocket. Kim's.
Yes, mate. How you doing, man?
So how are you, lad? We've just been on there, haven't we?
Yeah, I think my internet signal was not the best.
is that why you keep on breaking
So
up, lad?
basically, is it really? So basically, are you English if you're not white? Like, I don't think you have to be white to be English. I think it's the flag represents everyone now.
Depends where you're born, innit?
Yeah.
So if you're
100%.
born, if you're
Even
born in, so listen, you've got 4 kingdoms, and together they're united apparently under the Union Jack. So you've got England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. So it doesn't matter what colour your skin is, what religion you are, whether you're male or female or anything in between. If you're born in England, you should be proud of your English flag. If you're born in Scotland, you should be proud of your Scottish flag.
Yeah. And is it me or like all the past history? That's the past. Like we should make this flag modernized in terms of keep the flag, but everyone represent it. If you're British, everyone loves being here because
you see back in the history that flag was loved. Why? Because it brought a lot of stability to a lot of communities back in the day. Whether we like that or not, back in the day, it was loved for its own reasons. Today, it's hated for what it was back in the day. When in reality, it should be, if you're a black kid or an Asian kid or whatever, and you're born in England, you should be waving that flag with pride.
100%. 100%.
And if you do, look,
I'm mixed.
If the
Jamaican
people that
and
are born in these places like Wales, Scotland and all this, if they start being proud about where they're from and raising their flag instead of the Nana's flag, everything will be different, wouldn't it?
Yeah, mate. Because I always see people saying stuff like, "Oh, that the Tommy Robinson march was racist," but I see a lot of other races there. Like there was even Muslims there saying that, you know, if the downfall of this country happens, it ain't going to be good for anyone, is it? No matter where you're from.
I know what you're saying, but the way I look at that shout is, so what you're saying is Tommy Robinson's not racist, but
Tommy Robinson,
he won't like your
sure.
skin colour if you're a Muslim.
What, Tommy Robinson? Do you know what it is?
Well, look,
you can see my
look.
You can see my
apparently
picture.
he's not racist. Apparently he's not racist, but he hates all people of Islam. Apparently, right? So
yeah, but you know that there is white people that are from Islam as well, man.
Oh yeah, I know that. I'm fully aware of all this, mate. I'm fully aware of the dynamics of everything here. But the point I'm making is this. So, does he hate his own colour? If he hates all Muslims, he must be hating white Muslims, mustn't he? Do you get what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I think people get. I think they get confused because, like, Tommy Robinson himself, I can't say whether he's racist or not. But when it to Islam,
I know what you're saying, mate. But
I don't think it's anything to do with racist. It's more of like
his ideas making that.
Yeah. He could.
So look, basically, what you're saying is, if you're a Christian black lad, he'll have open dialogue with you. But if you're a Muslim black lad, he won't. So I don't know how would you define race?
Yeah, that what he's saying. And race.
That what I said.
Obviously, I think that it's man-made. Like,
It's man-made. It's a man-made divisional tool, but it works, doesn't it?
Man-made.
Yeah, it is man-made, definitely. But
it does, mate. It does, but I think, like, you see that stuff like a Barack Obama. I think that stuff like he should be classified as mixed race and speak from a mixed race perspective, not just black. That's what my problem is. I think the mixed race people, there's people that are white and Pakistan. Where are they speaking up? You know, on what's the sort of thing, you know? It's with the white.
Are you a black lad?
A black guy, or it's never like a mixed race. Are
you mixed race?
White, yeah, I'm German, English, Irish, Jamaican.
I don't know where he is. He's in jail. He's sat in jail. I think he was talking about races, then used a mad words against Pakistan lads there, didn't he? That's what shocked me there. So you're basically speaking to a racist who's trying to talk about racial stuff, aren't you? But project it like he's not. The first mad word he had come out of his word is the PAKI. I'll just say it. No, I can't because I'll get kicked off my fucking live. But I heard that straight away, and that indicates to me you've got a little bit of discrimination going on there with your fella. We used to use that language when we were going to shop. And if he didn't let us off with 10 pence, we'd call him a little fucking thing, go and run away. But that's when you're about fucking 7 and 8 and you haven't got a clue. He's half Jamaican, says Rachel. It doesn't matter if you're half of this or half of that, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. If anything, you've got best of both worlds, haven't you, if you're mixed race? I was thinking that this morning. So, you know, yesterday when I was speaking about, like, the DNA traits in Africans and Caucasians and the DNA points in African people, I've got, like, 7 points. And the DNA in Caucasian people has got 6 points. So I was thinking, if they come together, you get 13 points, don't you? In your DNA. So that child must be extra special, mustn't it? Think about it. If you've got a kid coming from 2 Caucasian people and their DNA factor's 0.5 each, they have a kid. It's coming out to a certain level. But if you've got a black woman and a white man and they have babies, that kid must have a more substantial DNA, mustn't he? If mum's got 7 and dad's got 6, when his over there's got 6 and 6. Anyway, whatever it is. How your body's made up depending on where you've been raised, basically. How your environment is, what you're breathing in, what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're sleeping on, if you're sleeping on anything. Do you understand what I mean? The more harsh your conditions, the more durable you are as a human. So you see, when we were growing up, we had very harsh conditions. So you bred a lot of strong men. Why? Because we were raised in rough-ass conditions. So you bred a lot of strong, durable men. The kids of today aren't getting bred in harsh conditions. Doesn't matter how poor you are, you've got a 50-inch telly on your wall. Doesn't matter how poor you are, you've got that big fridge and that big couch. Why? Because you got it all on the drip. And this is what they've done with us. This is how they've made the poor think that they're not poor with the materials. So if you remember years ago, you used to have to save, your mum used to have to save for a couple of years to get a new 3-piece suite. And every 4 or 5 years, your ma would get a brand new 3-piece suite. Why? Because she'd saved for it. And every so often, she'd get new things. Why? Because she'd saved for it. She'd worked, done whatever, and saved. And then she can go out and reward herself and your kids. But there was always that murmur. How come the rich have got everything and the poor have got fucking nothing? How come all them have got all this and we've got fucking nothing? And that was more rife in the 80s, you know. People could see we're poor, they're fucking rich. And there was a massive problem. And the rich were getting worried. Why? Because that's the biggest war that's to come now. When we realise we're poor, we will attack the rich. End of. As long as we don't realise we're poor, we won't attack the rich. So what did they do? Open these shops where your ma could go in and get a washing machine, a fridge, a dryer, a couch, a telly, and everything fucking else that she's never been able to afford. Now she can get for £5 a week. Now your ma's living in a fucking house that's fucking rigged up to fuck, believing she's not poor. That sock in the car on the drip thinks she's not poor. And this is what they've done. They've made the poor believe they're not poor. Why? Because you've got a nice couch and a big telly. Why? Because you've got a car that you're paying each month for. You believe you're not poor. And that's why they've done it. That's why they give all the poor people access to mobile phones on the drip when they've got no credit at all. But you can still have a phone. Gives you the opinion you're not poor. Gives you the outlook like you're not poor. Makes you feel like you're better off like everyone else, when in reality you're just poor as fuck. You're probably still going to be sat on that couch in 5 years. You've had it for 5 years. You're still paying it off. Why? Because you're poor. And this is why you need to wake the fuck up and understand that we're poor, and when we start targeting the rich, things will get better. If we keep on targeting each other, we're not getting nowhere. If we start targeting the rich, shit gets better for us. It does. Why? Because we get money, we get food, we get things that we're being declined and deprived of because we're poor. It's what happens when you start robbing the rich instead of robbing your own. And that's what started making us do, rob our own kind. Back in the day, you wouldn't shit on your doorstep. Every kid today is shitting on the doorstep. That's just true. That's the way life is now, isn't it? We're poor and you've got the rich. The rich control us. Why? Because they're rich. Yes, Jimmy D. And we're caught up down here. A large proportion of the population of fucked off race, fucked off discrimination, fucked off colour, culture, fucked off religion. The rich aren't. They'll all sit there with a little Rentboy and all use the same Rentboy. It doesn't matter if it's a Jew, a Muslim or a Christian. They're all bang at it at that top table. They'll all sit there. They don't hate on each other because they're Muslims and Christians. But the poor people do. I wonder why. And that's what it comes back down to at the end of the day. I'm telling you. The poor and the rich, that's the only real divide. While all yous aren't thinking you're poor, you look for other divisions. Or did you wait for me to look at the screen? Hey, thinking you were getting somewhere. Your little helmet. Smack rat, just like your mother. How are you, Trouble? You alright, mate? Yeah, so I'm going to make sure I do a live every evening. Get back on it. Because you're probably watching dickheads all evening. When I could be on here making you laugh, entertaining people, bringing you human subjects, objectives, topics, productive stuff. Yes, Lulu. Last meal request if you were on death row.
Hello, sir.
How are you, mate? You alright?
Well, I'm a Chololo.
Are you alright?
Yeah, where you from, my brother? Where you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
Oh, good on you, my Nigerian brother. You like my bell?
You like my bell?
Why you say?
You like my bell?
Yes, yes.
Nigerians are great, you know. First time I met a Nigerian, I was in jail. Big Nigerian kid came in for cocaine. flew from Nigeria straight into London with it. He got eggs. But he's the first Nigerian kid I met. And he was training with me every day, this kid. Every day he was training with me while he was in the jail with me, and then he got deported. And I can't remember his name, but the minute I see his face, I'll remember him, and that's what I'm like. If I can remember your face, you're sweet, like. Well, if I've ever met you, I'll remember your face, but I won't remember your name. You know what it is with me? If you're consistent with me, I remember everything about you, but if you're not, I forget everything about you, other than your face. Yes, trouble, Charlie. Ba-da-ba-da, na-na-na-na-na. Sa-ta-ta-da-ta. It's mad the way people go, I've got Nigerian neighbours and they're lovely, and I've got Jamaican neighbours and they're lovely, and I've got fucking this type of neighbour. Why can't you say I've got neighbours and they're great? You can't, can you? You feel like you've got to describe what your neighbour looks like and give them credit. It's mad the way some people think like other people haven't got the credit, like they haven't got the substance of life. So I can see where I live for the last 2 years, it's basically a black community. So with me being amongst these communities, I see mum, dad, children, boss family home. Obviously you've got your crackheads and your smackheads like in the white communities, but also like in the white communities you have got decent fucking families, but for some reason you've got people that think they don't have good families. You've got people that really think you don't get decent black families. That's why you get people descriptive. I've got a Jamaican family live next to me and they're no trouble at all. Like you've got to I'm not on you here, mate, I'm just saying, but it's like you've got to it's like the value's not known, if that makes sense. It's like everyone's got a stereotypical fucking image of like a Yardie family, haven't they? When in reality, the Yardie families I see all the time is like a proper family. And this is what you need to get. It's like Asian families, and every family, if you can take away the dress sense and just look at them as a unit, what you'll see, lad, is just like the way it's meant to be. What do they call it? What do they call that? The family unit. They call it something, don't they? Does anyone know what I mean? Nuclear. That's it, nuclear. Yes, Rose, thanks. And that's what it's all about, really. As long as you can sustain that image of man, woman and children on your culture, you'll be fine. If you start having an image now which just man and children on your culture, you're fucked, aren't you? And that's what they're trying to do, innit? Fuck our cultures up. So I've been thinking, right, we see all this free speech going on, and we see them trying to legislate it, but everyone's under the opinion it's to stop you speaking about immigrants and Islam and all this other mad shit, when in reality it's to stop you speaking about gays. Don't think that's if it's gone away. They're going to roll it right out and you're not going to be able to scream and shout about it. Why? Because your kids are going to get it at school. Kids are getting locked in school and getting fucked off the shit that's coming in the next year. So we're all sat there thinking these laws that they're trying to rush through is to stop us speaking about Islam or this or that or that. when in reality it's to stop us speaking about the number one fucking thing. Don't forget what Starmer is. Don't forget what Starmer and all his little Wes Steele. Do you see that Wes Steele and the little pump, the little Rentboy? That's what he is, mate. He's like a Starmer, him. Getting kettled by the lords and shit on the sly. They're all that way inclined. And that's what they're looking to protect going forward. So when you've got them Ukrainian lads being nicked for burning Starmer's house and car and that up, it is what it is. He is what he is. When you've got him banging Lord Ali and Lord Ali's banging him, and because of that sexual relationship, Lord Ali is allowed to just waltz through number 10 Downing Street for 2 weeks. He can just walk in and out the Parliament number 10. Why? Because he's banging Starmer. And this is that gay club thing. This is that man group. This is that man society. They're all in there. Yeah, they've got wives and shit, but behind them doors, they're doing horrendous shit with each other. Your Atwoods, your Englishes, all these, they're all bang at it. I've been for ages, Billy Moore. Major crossdressers. They dress as women and go to gaffs dressed as women and shit. We knew about this 4.5. I've got it all. I've got all that shit there on them from 5 years ago. I was telling you this morning. You know, they're all fucking crazy cross-dressers. Yeah, they've all got birds and kids, but behind the door, the dirty, devilish fucking perverts, mate. And they'll do anything to young boys. It's like that heterosexual male. You know, he's looking at powerful young girls and thinking, oh, I can't wait till they get older. That fucking rat there is looking at your 12-year-old boy thinking, I'd do him now, but I can't wait till he gets older. Same intensity. You need to wake the fuck up. What's going on? Who do I speak about the most? Drug dealers, shirt lifters, and them people. That's who target me. You see, English and all that, they've been batty from the ages of 19, 20, 21. It's not like all of a sudden they're batty. They've been batty from an early age. English has been getting his backside roped off since he was about 18, 19. And that's fact. You ask anyone from Glasgow, they'll tell you the truth. They're all like that. It's mad. And that's what you're up against. Them little dirty clubs of men. And they'll have the wicked ways with anything they can. Girl or boy. Bro, saying seriously, honest, I'm a fucking... Why do you think I lie on people? I'm not lying on no one. Especially this shit. James Kenny's saying proof. Oh, you need proof all of a sudden. Oh, you need proof. What do you want proof for? Has there got to be proof with English as they know? So you can't just speak truth on English. Everything's got to be proven. Go and leg it, you fucking rat. He's a scumbag from the core out. Batty boy, that's why you can't be happy with a woman. That's why these horrible men batter women, the most of them. Why? Because they're crooked. They've had a little dip. Trust me on it. Majority of the men that hit women are crooked from behind. Fact. Definite. And this isn't me hating. I'm telling you how the fuck it is. Every man that's willing to lay a hand on a woman has had the fucking fart strings tampered with. If it's not the fart strings, it's the tonsils. I'm telling you now, mate. Real men who aren't corrupted, who aren't damaged, who's never kissed a boy, don't harm women. Straight up, mate. If a real man snaps on a woman, he's lifed off. He's not just beating you and then trying to love you afterwards. Do you understand what I'm saying? That man that's beating you all the time, it's because he's lost and he's twisted. He's not full breed. You know, he's experimented with men somewhere. That's why he's gone. The real man won't lay his fucking hand on you, but you keep on pushing him, he'll kill you. He won't lay a hand on you for years, and one day you'll push him too far, that's it, you're gone. That's a real man. Every man will snap on you. Bent men will tolerate you. Happy-go-lucky, Lauren Amy, who just became a team member there. Peaceful Nikki, nice one. So that's what you're up against, really. Don't write all men off, because it's quite easy to do. These days, there's more nasty men than good men. Do you understand? So the good men get neglected. Why? Because we're considered like the other fucking crowd when we're not. So, for example, look, you've got beautiful birds out there, but they've been with a rat. And because that rat's got similar traits to us good men, that bird's bypassing us good men. Do you understand what I mean? So all men aren't dirty, dying, coke sniffing, fucked up rats who hit women. There's loads of us that'll never do shit like that. There's loads of us men that don't get drunk and slap the birds up. There's loads of us men that will give you everything in their pocket if you need it. There's loads of us men that'll take you as a single mum on with your 2 kids and not treat you any different than his own. You know, there's men out there, real men, and then you've got the scumbags. You've got the shithouse rats, sniffing coke, taking steroids, got nothing in here, need substances to make them feel worth anything. They're the rats. When they're getting spoken to outside, they come inside and take it out on you and the kids. They're the rats. When they go outside and a man speaks to him in a manly way, you're getting it in the car on the way home. Why? Because he feels less of a man. And when he picks on you, he feels more of a man. Scumbags. That's your English character. That's what James English is like. That type of character. Dirty, dying fucking scumbag. Doesn't know whether he's a man or a fucking boy. Yes, Becky, you good? So women out there, don't be thinking all men are dirty, dying fucking scumbags. Some men want long-term relationships. Some men don't just want to bang the fuck out of you. Some men don't want to go to a party with you and get on the sniff. Some men want a decent woman who can settle down with and keep for the rest of their fucking lives. There's real men out there that still cherish that sort of woman. They're getting rarer and rarer and rarer. Why? Because society's fucking yous up. The people that you've watched getting older never stayed in one relationship. The slappers that you would aligned yourself to, like your Kardashians and all these fucking slappers, having multiple fellas, multiple husbands, encouraging you as a teenager to, if you don't like that man, jump on that man or jump on that man. Whatever you do, just carry on jumping on men. And that's what they've created. Loads of fucking slappers, loads of Jordans, loads of Kim Kardashians, loads of Danielle Lloyds, just pure little slappers getting the limelight, knowing quite well your kids are going to look at the limelight. Same as media with Tommy Robinson. How the fuck has he got that stage? He never created it himself. The media give him it. Do you understand? They put him on a pedestal so he can deliberately lead a lot of your young boys down a messy, traumatic path of life. Same with these slappers. You know, these Jordans and these Kerry Katonas and all these little dirty skid marks getting given the stages so your kids can look up to them and start wanting to live like them and dress like them. Look how they ended up, 10 husbands, fucked off coke, looking rough as fuck when they're old women. You don't want your kids going there. But this is what the cunts have deliberately done to fuck our communities up. Give us all false fucking prophets that have led your daughters into dirty fucking situations. Pure, horrible, nasty fucking role models that was deliberately put into the images of your kids. Your kids were looking at these and trying to be them. Look at all the girls that ended up like lap dancers. You know who started them off? Jordan. You see all your girls doing drops at the ages of 8. Guess who learned them how to do that? Nicki Minaj. Another little dirty slapper. You know, you're not showing them Kate Middleton, are you? You're showing them some little ghetto bird down there, ruined off drugs with fake everything on them. You're not showing them a bit of natural fucking beauty, are you? Instead of introducing your beautiful little girl to a Barbie doll or a Queen doll or a princess doll, you're introducing them to a little horrible fucking creature. This is all deliberate. Your kids should be inspired to become beautiful princesses, beautiful queens, but they're not. They're inspired to become ghetto rats, gangster, designer. That's what they're all getting led to be. Fucked. No wonder you can't get an husband. You're finished, how you think. They're encouraging your kids to be fucking not beautiful. They're encouraging your kids, your girls to be tomboys and your boys to be tomgirls. That's what they're encouraging. They don't want your girl using a nice English rose dress and being nice. They want to wear trackies and fucking trainees. So I was thinking, look all you're all going to celebrate Halloween, aren't you? Oh, it's great. Yeah, is it? You don't celebrate any other fucking day. You don't dress your kids up any other fucking day. But today you're going to dress them up as witches. You're going to dress them up as monsters. And you're going to let them go and knock on thousands of nonces' houses and let the nonce give them sweets. Aren't you? Do you get what I'm saying? What I was thinking is, why isn't there an alternative? Okay, everyone's over there going to these Halloween parties. Why haven't you held a princess party? Because let me tell you right fucking now, anyone who's willing to listen to me, on Halloween's night, if you give them parents an alternative from a Halloween party, you're gonna fucking smash it. The only reason everyone's engaging in this bullshit is because there's no alternative. There's no alternative on Halloween. Every kid gets involved, and if you don't let your kid get involved, you're cruel. You're pretty fucked, aren't you? So what happens if there's a Barbie themed party over there? What happens if there's a Barbie themed party or a Care Bear themed party? Remember Care Bears years ago? Remember, used to get Care Bears with little hearts on and love on them and shit. That's what we were raised in. Look what your kids are getting. Your kids aren't getting Care Bears. They're getting Devil Bears. Getting Demon Bears. Do you understand what they're doing now? You've gone from Care Bear to a Labubo, which is a devil with no teeth. Look at the kids. Running around with no fucking teeth, looking like Labubos. The Care Bears there. So on these shit days that represent the devil and paganism and witchcraft and Satanism, doesn't mean you've got to participate in it. Use as a community, instead of having a Halloween theme, have a princess theme party night. You know, bring the bright colours and lovely looking girls into the picture. Let all your girls dress up in fairy tale dresses and flowers in their hands and balls for princesses. Get them back on that mindset. Horse and carriage and all this stuff. You know what Jordan robbed them with? She started with the horse and carriage. You know, stole the mind of your girls thinking Jordan's a princess in this big horse and carriage. Just stole the mind off your fucking kids and then turned into a slapper, and half of your kids turned into a slapper after her. And that's exactly what they done. When you're screaming about false prophets, you need to understand prophecies are this. That's what they're doing. They're laying prophecies down for your children. Your children are picking it up and they're getting fucked off it. And it doesn't matter what any fucking influencer in the last 20 years has been deliberately pushed through the algorithm, made popular, why? To grab the attention of your kids. Tommy Robinson, he's another one of them. Last 20 years, he's been deliberately thrown into your kids' minds, the youth, young lads. And out of them 10 lads on the estate, he's twisted one. That twisted one in 10 years will run out in the community and do something horrendous. Yes, Sasha. Lulu. Go away, you little creature. You're just like your mother. Dirty. Get gone. Fucking hell, this whole table's shook then. False idol trees, that's what they are. Rose, that's what they are, mate. There's loads of them, isn't there? But look at the people that have been put in them positions. And whether you like it or not, you can see that they weren't the right people for the positions, can't you? Why? Because look at them fucked. The right people don't fuck up. So I'm not going to start hating on anyone, but you name anyone from the boxing world that's being a real icon. You name someone that has encouraged your kids to lead a law-abiding life free from drink and drugs. You name one person, you can't. Yes, Ocean, are you good? James, La? I agree with you, but how is it fair to the natives all around Europe to be overrun with foreigners, says James Kenny. You're not being overrun by foreigners, you were born to foreigners. You were born to foreigners. You got Muhammad Ali. Yeah, but that was Cassius Clay. How the fuck do you think he's an icon? He's a traitor. He's a Judas. He turned his back on one person and went with the other. It's a traitor. What, are you encouraging all these kids to be traitors, are you? If you're a man of Christ and turn your man on Christ and then go over to Prophet Muhammad, you're a fucking traitor. You're a Judas. You're an Andrew Tate. Shithouse rat. Hello, hey. Is the app glitching or is it me? The app's been messing up all day, you know. Why? Because they're getting ready, aren't they? You got users saying you learn the truth. What is the truth in Islam, lad? Do you know the truth? Oh, is that your version of the truth? Alright, so what his version of the truth is completely wrong. Yours sounds different than his, mate. But he learned the truth. Whose truth did he learn exactly? Prophet Muhammad's or the Creator's? Alright, so let's not go there with your religious texts. Doesn't matter if you're Christian, Jewish or Muslim. You're locked in a book of instruction, a book of guidance, a book of rules and regulations and laws. And if you break any of them, you can be punished by death. And you sit there thinking it's true. Fucked. How are you, Sarah? You good? No such thing as a race traitor, it's just people waking up and learning, says a good nudge. How are you, Sarah? Digital ID's coming soon, and you can't stop them. Why? Because you're all gullible fuckers. You think waving flags is going to do everything for you. Yes, Claire Thompson. Hand-picking questions, says James. I always do. Like a hand-pick your man out of a mate's. You just stay down there, lad. You're coming in causing shit for yourself. Let's kick you out. Entitled. Get out, lad. Yes, Ella. Let's get rid of these little nuggets as well. Like James Lambert. What I normally do is go through the fucking... Let's get rid of this Miss Money Penny as well. Little weird creature. I normally go through, you know, the people that are commenting the most. I normally look at the profiles, but I haven't been doing that lately. And it's them that comment the most that are full of shit and on mad accounts and that, so you just get rid of them. Yes, Dawn, El Perry, Elena Johnson, religions are just there to divide the people. Exactly, Elena. You need to get into the spiritual world, my love, don't you? The Spirit of Christ. Fuck all these elements locked into religions. It's what they are, fucked. Fucked. Go on like they're all intelligence and all this bullshit, but they can't see that they're locked in a psyops. A religious one. I suppose it's hard for the minute. I suppose it's hard for people to see when they're conditioned from birth. You know, some people are forced, tethered into doing it from birth. You know, you're born into a religion. If you don't practice it and your dad and your mom do, they make sure you practice it. Don't they? Force you to it. That means you're just getting locked in to the same shit your parents were locked in. You know your parents grew up, mate, don't you? You know how they grew up, like. You can see how locked in they was. If they were religious people, you could see how locked in they was. You could see they had no time to themselves. Did they? Yeah, you're able to work, you're able to make your money, you're able to look rich, you're able to feel rich, but inside you're empty as fuck. Why? Because you're religious. You're not spiritual. That's just the way it is. These are all living in the outside world instead of the inside world. The outside world is the religious world. The inside world is the spiritual world. Outside world is the materialistic world. There's no materials inside. It's not a materialistic world in there. All yous, majority of yous, are living in the outside world. And that's why yous are fucked. You've got no substance. You think you're going to the next life and all this, how you fuck, mate. You're getting judged as you are now. So look, if you're religious, you understand you're going to go through a time of judgment. And that judgment times is now. It doesn't all of a sudden appear in front of you and go, right, you're getting judged. You fucked up here, fucked up there, fucked up there, fucked up there, bang, you're gone. You're getting judged as you're through this period, this stage. And you're here for a long fucking time. And you can fuck it up and get it done and get it better and get fixed. Why? Because that's why you've got that long. What you don't know doesn't hurt you. If you now know and you continue to do it, trust me, it's going to fucking hurt you. So you might have been you didn't know. As soon as you realised you were being in this universe, you stopped. So you won't get hurt. If you know you're doing fucking wrong and you're continuing to do it, you're going to suffer horrendously, because that's how it works. You're stuck in mind control all years. There's only like 5% in our spaces who are not locked in the mind. All them at the top aren't locked in. They're not fucked in the mind. They're not all controlled by the mind. Why? Because they're the controllers. They're the ones putting these things in place, these strategies and these tactics to control us. It's the end game at the end of the day, control. Christianity's lost its control. Islam is controlled to the fucking hilt. It's in the powers that be's own interest to make Islam go right throughout the UK. Why? Because it's more controlled. It's piss easy to control the Muslims. Piss easy. They can't control the Christians. They can't control us. Muslims they control. And they've got them controlled. They've got them locked in. They've got them boxed off up and down the country. Around the world, they've got them controlled to the fucking hilt, like your nana used to be. Remember our nans and granddads? I can remember them. They'd have the lights off at 10 o'clock every night. They'd go to church on Saturday and Sunday, sometimes go over Bible study on a Wednesday. Other than that, they'd work all fucking day and then come home, make the dinner, have a few hours and then sleep. And that was how your granddads was and your nans. Controlled to fuck. Shit went wrong. The next generation stopped going to church because of the drink and drugs. When we stopped going to church, they've got no control. Years ago, there's a church on every community, and the whole community went to the church, and the vicar and the priest and all these little weird devils would start screaming how you should conduct your life and how you should be working through this week in this particular way, in this fashion, and everyone would leave the church and live the life the way the priest had told them to. Now no one's listening to the fucking priests and everyone's living their own fucking lives. So they need some other control. Islam. Look at the kids in Islam. Locked in. Locked in. Not all of them. Why? Some of them are criminal. More or less the criminals are locked out the matrix that yous are locked in. And so you'll have a Pakistani kid there that's being nicked for selling drugs, but he's a Muslim. But he's not locked in as a Muslim. Do you get what I'm saying to you? It's the same, you've got people that are locked in and people that aren't. You've got people that are praying 5 times a day and you've got people that aren't. You've got people that are controlled to the fucking hilt and people that are not. And you're always going to have that, aren't you? But religion, without disrespecting any of you that are religious, because I come from religion. I come from the religion of Christianity. I'm a Roman Catholic from birth. I come from a dominant Roman Catholic family, Irish bloodline. That's where I come from. But I'm not religious no more. Why? Because I've learned it's a lie. It's bullshit. The whole story is bullshit. The history of Christianity, the ones we've had access to, is bullshit. All of it. All religions are bullshit. They were brought into effect to control the populace. And it's always being used to control the populace. Islam now, the reason they're pushing it out across the UK and Europe is because people can be controlled 10 times easier who practice Islam. It's fact. They all bow down to an imam like we used to bow down to a priest. None of us in Ireland, you might still get people bowing down to priests and taking their opinions on board, but in England, the UK, Scotland and Ireland, we don't give a fuck about them priests. Why? Because they're all nonsense. They've all got a fetish for little boys and shit. So we turn our back on religion and church. Why? Because they're all suspects. Why the fuck you Muslim lads think you haven't got nonses at the heads of your mosques? I don't know. Why do you think it's clean over there? Are you fucking stupid? Don't get your shit in a twist. Every corporation, every establishment, every religion, it's all the fucking same. And the people at the top of them fucking trees, they're all the same. Double agents. Double agents all over the gaff, mate. And just like in the Christian community, it's happening in the Islamic community. You've got dirty, dying fucking monsters in positions of power, abusing young boys and girls, and no one can do fuck all to them. No one can do shit. Why? Because your politicians are in on it. Your politicians are in on it. And they're the powerful people in your communities. The politicians, they're the ones with the pull. They're the ones with the keys. So if you're locked in religion, it's your own fucking fault. If you're doing intense fucking madness because of your religion, you're fucked, mate. You're fucked. You know that yourself. Why? Because look what you've locked off from. Yeah, you see all these fucking converts. I call them converts. There's a difference between a revert and a fucking convert. But you watch a convert and then watch him disappear. Gone. You watch a kid on here who's an influencer or a music or a rapper or whatever, and then watch him convert and then watch him disappear. Stop doing his music, stop partying, stop going to this, stop doing that, stop training in certain places, certain times, all this mad shit. Done. Locked off. You just sit over there, you're absolutely no trouble to us in the future. Thank you. Why? Because that imam that you cherish, that double agent that you cherish, that 24-year-old kid that's being given a stage as an imam in this mosque and everyone thinks it's normal. Double agent. Locking yous in. And if he tells you to bow down, you're all bowing down. If he tells you to go to a run on Friday because it's for charity, you're all going for a run. That's the power of the imam. Just like the priest. In our days, they had pure power over us. Tell us what to do, we do it. That was the power the priest had back in the day. Until he got fucked off and lost control. You're seeing exactly the same in the Islamic world now. You've got imams who's got more power than the lad's mother and dad. And he can tell this kid what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and he will do it. No ifs or buts, done. Now, if you've got that one imam that has purposely been put into that position over 5, 6, 10 years, purposely taking decent wages off Parliament and the cronies. Now he's been established for 10 years in the Birmingham community. And he's been the head imam of that mosque there in that community for 10 years, but it's all deliberate. Now, when the powers that be want all this community of Muslims to behave in a particular way, they'll go to their kid, their puppet, who they've been paying for the last 10 years. And that's it. He'll do a few speeches when it's time to, when it's time for prayer. He'll do his whatever you call it. And in that prayer, he's screaming at his, behave this way, behave that way, don't do this, don't do that. Controlling yous. Controlling yous. And that's just the way it is. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just telling you, you're locked into fuck. Doesn't matter if you're educated to their level. Doesn't matter if you've got a bit of money coming in. You've got a bit of money coming in that they allow you to come in. Every billionaire never became a billionaire. He was made a billionaire. Alright? Doesn't matter who it is. Conor McGregor didn't become a billionaire. He was made into a billionaire. Jay-Z didn't become a billionaire. He was made into a billionaire. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Paid agents. Every billionaire that's come from your estates, they've been made into billionaires. They haven't made it themselves. Sold the souls, basically. So look, who was the first man to wear a dress in England? The first alpha male to wear a dress in England, who was it? Everyone looked up to him like he was the man. Can anyone tell me who it was? Got LPT saying Eddie Izzard. Got Craig saying Pete. David Beckham. David Beckham it was, mate. The first sportsman to sell his soul was David Beckham.